This poem is called The Road to Emmaus. It's a dialogue, really. I'll do my best with it because we have one voice. It's modelled on the story of Jesus meeting the two who are walking from Jerusalem to Emmaus, discussing the events that have taken place recently, trying to figure it all out, and they're in sorrow. And Jesus uses that opportunity to explain and talk about the scriptures. But it's not until Jesus takes the bread, he's been invited to share a meal with them. Uncharacteristically, he's not the host, but he takes the bread, and when he breaks the bread, they suddenly realise that Jesus is before them. So you can read the fuller story in Luke 24, verses 13 to 35. The road to Emmaus. As we walked along the road with the sunset in our eyes, all the world seemed turned to blood by the redness of the skies. And our voices were low, and our footsteps were slow, and we had nowhere to go tomorrow. As we walked along the road, we were talking of the cross, when a stranger heard our sighs, but knew nothing of our loss. How the Master was dead, who had offered us bread. Now he only knew dread and sorrow. As we walked along the road, he began to speak with power of the hidden things of God, which were destined for this hour. And he raised our hopes higher, filled our hearts with strange fire, and rekindled our desire for living. When we reached our resting place, we persuaded him to stay, though he made as if to go further on the dusty way. And the words that he said, as he gave us the bread, made us sure that the dead was living. We ran back along the road, through the stars were in the skies. We ran to tell what we had seen when the scales fell from our eyes. And we sang a new song as we bounded along, of the Lord who was strong and living.